Hello, tech friends, welcome back. Today with me is Wolfgang and my name is Spent. In the last videos, we talked about Azure Arc and how you can connect to your Kubernetes cluster running on an on-premise by using Azure Arc. Now, there are some breaking changes in the newest version of Kubernetes, which you are going to tell us more about. So, what are the breaking changes?
Yeah, there's some breaking changes in the version 1.24 about how to access the cluster. Like in the last video, I showed you how you create a service account, and this service account automatically created a token. And then we extracted this token and used it to access the cluster. With the new version, this token is not created automatically anymore, and we have to use the new TokenRequest API to create a token and then use this token to access the cluster. The advantage of this approach is that we have more control over when a token is created, and also it's secured more safely than before. Before we were using the secret, and now we have this token which is designed to be more secure. But before I show you how to do the new token, let's have a look at the changes of Kubernetes 1.24. So here we are on the GitHub page of Kubernetes, and here you can see the changelog of all the changes. And if we scroll down a little bit to the version 1.24.0, there you can see the changes since the last version. And if you scroll down a little bit more, you can see the upgrade notes. So if you open this, there you can see the breaking changes. For example, the Docker runtime has been finally removed. And what's interesting for us is this change here. This paragraph describes what I said before, that the access token is not created automatically anymore when you create a service account, and that you should use this TokenRequest API. So let's jump into PowerShell and let's have a look how to use this TokenRequest API. So here we are connected to the server that's running Kubernetes. So if I use kubectl, you can see the namespaces on the Kubernetes cluster, and also that we have here our Azure Arc namespace from the last time. So what we're going to do now is create a service account. So that's the same step we did the last time. We create a service account called admin user, and then we add a cluster role binding for this admin user to give it admin rights. That's exactly the same step as we did last time. And what we did next was that we queried the secret of this admin user and selected the first entry. So this was this command. And if we print out this variable now, it's empty because the secret was not automatically created and therefore we can't query it. So what we're going to do instead is we use the TokenRequest API. And to do that, we use kubectl create token, and then we provide the name of the service account. So in this case, it's admin user. And this automatically creates the token. It stores it in a safe way and also prints it to the console. So I can use this token, I can copy it, and then I can open the Azure Arc dashboard and I can paste it there to connect to the cluster.
So you said you save this token on a secure way. How can I imagine that?
There are two reasons why it's more secure than the old approach. In the old approach, the secret was created automatically and every Kubernetes API could access the secret. With this token, no other API can access the secret. This already makes it way more secure than before. And additionally, the lifetime of the token and the service account are coupled together. So if I create the service account, the access token is automatically deleted too. So I don't have any unused tokens laying around on my server.
Mm-hmm. And but the secret needs to be rotated still by yourself. So it needs to be managed by yourself, or is this as well managed by the cluster there?
That's something you have to manage. But that's a secret for the user. So as long as this user exists, the secret exists.
Mhm.
But you can also delete the secret, or in this case, the access token, and create a new access token. For example, every 30 days, you create a new access token and therefore rotate it.
Mhm.
So here we are in the Azure portal in my Kubernetes Azure Arc instance. And if you click on any resource of the left side, for example, namespace, you are prompted to enter the token. So that's the token we just created. So we paste this token here and sign in. And here you can see we successfully signed in. And now we have access to everything that's running in the Kubernetes cluster. For example, here we see our namespaces, and here we can see all the pods that are running.
So the same what you just presented in the PowerShell.
Exactly. With the big difference that I don't have to have any access to the Kubernetes cluster. So the server or the VM where the Kubernetes cluster is running can be secured, so no one has access, and I'm only accessing it through Azure Arc.
Mhm. Oh, nice. So you have then different possibilities to manage your cluster, either by a UI or by the PowerShell.
Exactly. And in the last video, we showed how you can use a proxy with the Azure CLI, so you can connect through Azure Arc with this access token to the Kubernetes cluster. And this is still the same as it was back then. You just have a new way to create this access token.
All right, so now today we learned how you can use the new token API to create a token and connect securely to your Kubernetes cluster. And see you next time.